All right, students. Today we are here to establish the relationship between zeros of a cubic polynomial and its coefficients. Let's understand first what are coefficients and what are zeros. Number one, we talk about coefficients. The general form of a cubic polynomial is ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. See, I've taken a cubic polynomial in just one variable. All right. Now, it has four terms. The coefficient of first term, that is coefficient of x cube is a, coefficient of x square is b, coefficient of x is c, and the constant term is d. Or you can also say coefficient of x raised to power 0. Right. Now, what are the zeros? So let's say we are having a polynomial p of x. We very well know for x is equal to alpha, if this polynomial, instead of x I put alpha, becomes 0, then x is equal to alpha is known as 0 of the polynomial. 0 of the polynomial. So let's assume for this cubic polynomial, alpha, beta, and gamma are the zeros. Let us assume. Now I'm going to state three relationships. Number one is sum of all zeros. Sum of all zeros. That is alpha plus beta plus gamma would be equal to the same formula which we used for the sum of two zeros of quadratic polynomial, that is minus b by a. All right. So I'm going to encircle it. All right. So this becomes my first formula. All right. Now I'm going to go for the second formula. What is my second formula? I'm going to talk about the product. So I take product in two ways. Okay. That's why I call this as product P1. So product P1 is equal to, I'll multiply alpha by beta plus beta by gamma plus gamma by alpha. Alpha into gamma, or iske gamma into alpha. This is equal to, again maths follows a pattern. How will you remember? Here it is minus, it will be plus. After B comes C, C by A. So product P1 of, the zeros taken two at a time is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to C by A. I'm going to again encircle it. All right. Okay. This is my second, what do you say, uh, you know, the relationship between the zeros and uh, coefficients of a polynomial. And my third one, I will write here. This is my third, what I call the relationship. Now I denote it by product P2. And this is simply the product of three zeros, that is alpha into beta into gamma. So again, I can coin the formula. I need not remember. I just need to remember this formula only. Minus b by a. Minus, then plus, and then again minus. B, C, and then D. D divided by A. You can also say that sum of zeros is equal to minus b by a is minus of what is b? Coefficient of x square divided by a is coefficient of x cube. Product P1 is equal to c by a. What is c? C is what do you say, coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x cube. And product P2 is minus d divided by a, well, that is minus of constant term divided by a. Let's check whether these formulas are correct or not. We're not going to really believe everything what is being stated. Things are wrong. Today, whatever we are teaching, maybe some of it are proven wrong after 5 or 10 years by one of you. So this is a polynomial. Let us assume that this polynomial is p of x is equal to this. Students, you remember when I'm using this equal to sign, it doesn't really mean that this polynomial is equal to something. No way. I'm just giving a name to this polynomial p of x. P stands for polynomial. It's an x variable. If it had been a y cube plus by, in y, I would have written py. If this polynomial would have been in two variables, I would have written p of xy. Right. So let me take a polynomial now. We'll verify. The polynomial p of x is equal to 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3. I've taken this polynomial and I know, let's say, I know it's three zeros. Well, even if I don't know, I can find out by hit and trial method. How? You can put value of different values of x, maybe 0, maybe 1, maybe -1, maybe -2, and see when this polynomial becomes 0, and then 1, 2, 3. Similar way, you can find out the zeros of the polynomial. But here in this case, I know the polynomials. I know the zeros. The zeros are alpha is equal to 3, second 0 is equal to -1, and third 0 is equal to -1 by 3. All right. So by formula, first I will calculate sum of zeros. I will name it as S. So sum of zeros S by the formula is minus B by A. I'll simply write minus of what is B? B is -5 divided by A is 3. Students, maths is all about plus and minus. Students normally which are weak in maths, 80% mistake they make in plus and minus. So the coefficient is not 5, but the coefficient of x square is -5. So this is equal to 5 by 3. What is this? Sum of all the zeros of this cubic polynomial is 5 by 3. We will check it now. Now we will do check. How we will check it? The check is we know these three zeros. So we can simply do alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to what? 3 minus 1 by 3. That is equal to, take 3 as a denominator. Here comes 9, 3 minus 3 and -1. Well, this is equal to 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4 is 5 divided by 3. So first check is done. Now we go for second. What is that? Product P1. Product P1 is equal to alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, that is equal to C by A. Now C by A, what is C? C is -11 by 3. Then we go for check. All right. How do we check it? Let's say the P1 is equal to alpha into beta. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. So that is equal to alpha into beta. 3 into -1 is -3. Right. Then -1 into -1 by 3 is 1 by 3. -1 by 3 into 3 is -1. See, -1 by 3 into 3 is equal to -1. Right? So alpha beta, I got -3, beta gamma 1 by 3 and -1. Well, this is equal to, if you take 3 as the denominator, it becomes -9 plus 1 minus 3. So this is equal to 9 minus 9 minus 3 is -12 plus 1 is -11 by 3. The second check is also correct, -11 by 3. Very good. Now we go for the third one. So P2. That is product, second product. Second product is alpha into beta into gamma. Well, this is equal to, by formula, it is minus d by a. Minus d by a is equal to, now what is minus? Minus, what is d is minus 3 by a is 3, and this is equal to 1. Now we go for check. How we go for check? We know P2 is alpha beta gamma. Alpha into beta into gamma is equal to what? 3 into minus 1 into minus 1 by 3. 3 cancels with 3. Minus 1 into minus 1 is 1. 1 here, 1 here. Our third relationship is also checked. So guys, now we have what we have learned. Three relationships, uh, of the alpha, beta, gamma, which are the zeros, and A, B, C, D, which are the coefficients. All right, D is a constant term. I can also say D is a coefficient of x raised to power 0. So once again, sum of zeros is minus B by A, product P1 is C by A, and product P2 is minus D by A. Do you know, students, that if you know this S, P1 and P2, do you know that you can even form the polynomial? So you do some research on this. How can you do that? All right. Wish you all the best, students. Once again, don't forget to see more videos on Learn CBSE. By the same name, we are there on Facebook also, and this is a YouTube channel. Do see more videos by the playlist. If you're in 9th, go for 9 playlist. If you're in 10, go for 10 playlist. Watch the videos and do comments for further improvement. Thank you very much.